Hello and welcome to another episode of the e-commerce coffee break. There's this famous quote of US retail magnate John Wanamaker, which is said, half of my advertising spend is wasted. The trouble is I don't know which half. So that's a common problem with a lot of Shopify merchants. They have a marketing budget and they're spending it on different marketing channels. And then the problem starts that they do not really know which of these different channels performs the best. So we're talking about marketing optimization, and we see a lot of mistakes. And I have an expert today on the show, it's Josip Begic. He's the founder of ledesk.io, and they have worked with more than 3,000 Shopify stores and have seen a lot of mistakes that these stores do. So Josip is a mathematician who spent 20 million on Facebook and Google ads, so lots of experience there. And he worked as a head of growth for 3 YC companies, all on Shopify. And now he's the founder of Ledesk, smart marketing, an app that works for you as an artificial intelligence CMO. So that should help find out more about on how you can optimize your marketing spend. Hello, Josip, how are you today?
Hello, hi, very good, thanks. Are you?
Josip, marketing optimization is a big topic, specifically in times where CPM, CPAs are getting really, really high. And most merchants are on more than one marketing channel. So they are splitting their marketing budget and working with different dashboards and so on and so forth. So let's dive into what are the most common mistakes that you see when people are spending their marketing budget.
Yes, so I think there are we can classify these mistakes in several categories. One is most impactful mistakes, and one is maybe most frequent mistakes. So for most impactful one, we are seeing businesses, around 10% of businesses, optimizing for cheap traffic, like doing link clicks optimization, landing page optimization, add to cart optimization, but this traffic never converts. And this has a huge impact on your return on investment, something like, 80% lower return on investment when you're doing this type of optimization. And so that's really a big mistake that still we're seeing around 10% of businesses are doing on TikTok ads, Facebook ads, even on Google ads. And most frequent mistake is maybe having issues with conversions tracking on Facebook or Google. That's what we're seeing happening with 45% of businesses. Just they implement Google Pixel twice, or they don't implement conversions API on Facebook. And then it also impacts your quality score, your ad performance, and you're seeing around 15 to 20% higher CPAs.
Yeah, I think that's very, very important topics that you touched on there. So obviously everyone wants to have the cheapest traffic. Question there, is the cheapest traffic really the best traffic that you can do, or the best what you can do with your marketing budgets? Let's start to dive in this first and then go to the second topic in a second. So what would be your strategy, or what would you do or recommend to Shopify merchants on how to optimize their ad spend instead of spending basically on the link click?
Yeah, so of course, you always want to get as many link clicks as possible, especially on Facebook. So on Facebook, you're paying for impression. That means every click is free. On Google, it's different. You're paying for clicks, so you only want the most qualified clicks to get on your page. But let's start with Facebook. So you're paying for impression, and you want to get as good click-through rate as possible. So the metric you want to hack is click-through rate, but in a fair system where you're optimizing for conversions. So what we are seeing, people want to get a lot of clicks to the website, and they just do the link clicks optimization. Thousands of users come to the website, but bounce rate is 90%. Average session duration is like 10 seconds, and it's a really cheap traffic that you will never convert in the future. We did test that, and it doesn't work. So what does work is that you optimize for purchase event, so that Facebook really finds qualified users. And on these types of campaigns, you want to get as good click-through rate as possible.
Okay. Now we're in the middle of Q4, so every retailer out there is spending the last marketing budgets of the year on Facebook or any other kind of paid platform. What would be your recommendation as a small and medium enterprise, kind of your bid strategy to compete against or to compete in the market right now?
That's an excellent question. And I think there's one big mistake with this Q4 thing. And it's, if you're not a seasonal brand, so if you don't depend on Christmas or Black Friday, it's much better to run ads in January and February, because CPMs are 50 or 60% lower. just because no one else is doing advertising, So online advertising is an auction, and in order to show your ad, you need to outbid everyone else. And more budget there is, more you're going to spend for an impression. So if you're not a seasonal brand, you should rather focus on January, February, March. And if you are a seasonal brand, then you should just optimize your offer and get conversion rates as high as possible, with urgency and countdown timers, and really, good offer, as you need to compete with really everyone else with huge budgets and really high CPMs. Either focus on high conversion rates and really good offer, or wait for January, because you can achieve awesome, incredible results in January and February on Facebook.
Yeah, that's an awesome tip, and that's a recommendation that I also give to my clients. And sometimes they're not really believing me. So I have a Shopify for the last 7 years, and January is usually one of the best months in the year because you're getting through to your clients much cheaper. Now, on the other note, you said that a lot of stores have the implementations of the pixels wrong. So basically they fire twice or they don't fire at all. What's your recommendation, or what's a way to make sure that this does not happen?
Yes. So let me think. So what you can do is Shopify and Facebook really built this good native integration between Facebook and Shopify. So the best solution on Shopify is to install a Facebook app, and via Facebook app you can implement the conversions API, and you can select maximum data sharing, and that's the best and the most precise thing you can do. We are often seeing businesses hiring Upwork or Fiverr freelancer that starts building with super complicated solutions with Google Tag Manager, with custom integrations, with manual code. And then business is not happy with solutions, so they hire another freelancer and he does something else. And you end up with 3 completely different solutions, all on your website, all decreasing the page speed load time. And they just hurt your performance. But Shopify and Facebook are huge companies, and they really built a good native integration. There's nothing better you can do than using the Facebook app.
Okay, excellent. Now, once you have these basics right, you want to benchmark your Facebook and your Google ads compared to other e-commerce businesses, just to find a baseline on where you're standing in the market. And I understand that you're helping with that. Tell me a little bit more about this.
Yes. So what I've seen a lot is a business over focuses on one channel, or they try to brute force one channel to work. For example, they just come and say, yeah, we need to do Facebook ads. They're doing Facebook ads for 6 months, but they don't take a look at their website. So what I feel is a good rule of thumb, do 10 A/B tests on a platform. If it doesn't help improve your results, switch to a different channel. So you can have the best Facebook ads in the world, but if your website doesn't have a call to action button, or you're out of stock, you will not see a conversion. So Facebook lends your traffic to the website, so they both need to work correctly. What our software does, it analyzes your Facebook ads, your Google ads, your TikTok ads, and your website performance, and figures out what is the weak link in your marketing channel. Maybe you are overspending on Facebook. Maybe you're not utilizing TikTok, and you should. Or maybe you just have a low add to cart rate on the website, and you should stop everything else and focus on figuring out add to cart rate on the website. Does this answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, customer lifetime value becomes more and more important, specifically as the first-time customer also becomes more expensive. And having the right reporting tools in place and to analyze the data obviously helps with that. Now, talking about marketing optimization, how does your tool, your app, or your solution help with that?
Yeah, our tool also analyzes customer lifetime value, and it does all possible customer lifetime value breakdowns per different state, per different country, per different discount code that you used. So you can analyze what we've seen recently is when you give welcome 10 code, like 10% off on your first order, customer lifetime value is around $200. And when you give like 40% off, customer lifetime value is $100. So $100 lower. So what you can see through this analysis that discount codes don't make sense for you. You will get a lot of customers but they will churn, second month that you start advertising, or they just won't use your products anymore. So you need to use a tool, or you can do it manually, but it's a huge amount of work to figure out, which discount codes, which states, which marketing channels work the best for you. Yeah.
Okay.
But often we're just seeing a mistake here. That business does a big sale, gets a lot of customers, thinks that's the best thing they could do. They do another sale, and 6 months later they don't know what to do else, because they have low retention on these customers. They're not reordering, and they got some customers, but they didn't grow the business overall.
Okay. Now, a lot of businesses nowadays struggle to understand multi-touch point marketing because it's omni-channel. So the customer might see you on Facebook or on TikTok, but then finally they click on Google Ads and then they only buy from you. So how does your app help with that? Is there any kind of way to optimize that from that side?
Yeah, excellent question. Not in some concrete way. So what you can do in our app is you can put all of the metrics one next to other. Your Shopify first-time orders, your Facebook purchases, Google purchases, and TikTok purchases, something like that. But there is no different algorithms that try to figure out how these channels interact. I tried to build something like that 6 or 7 years ago. Since I'm a mathematician, I was really interested in that kind of solution, but I was never convinced into it, to be fully honest with you. I just think, the dump strategy, just put each metric one next to other, works the best. Maybe a thing that works is that you try to, pause your TikTok ads for 2 weeks and see what happens. Pause your Facebook ads for 2 weeks and see what happens. And try to manually get the feeling of what is the best approach. And out of that data, maybe you can start building something. But I haven't seen this, multi-attribution systems really convincing me that, I don't know, email is the best possible. Usually what you get with this is that email is the best possible channel, but someone had to drive these email signups, so it's always Facebook or TikTok or Google in the end, driving users to sign up on your website and convert later.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. In the recent situation and with the iOS updates last year, obviously there's a huge shift in the market. Now you're working with a lot of Shopify businesses. Do you see some kind of trend that people are moving away from Facebook more to Google or more to TikTok, or what's happening there?
Yeah, good question. So first, we have seen around 20 or 30% drop in conversion rate because of the iOS 14 change. And that doesn't mean that people are not purchasing anymore. It's just that Facebook does not see these purchases anymore. So that's a subtle difference. But we are seeing most of businesses try to switch from Facebook to something else. But we still haven't seen, someone majorly replacing Facebook with TikTok. TikTok is a very good addition to Facebook, and you should test both of these channels. But same problems that you will have with Facebook, you will also probably have on TikTok. If your add to cart rate is low, or there is a big drop of an initiate checkout step, or I don't know, you just, you don't have a product market fit or something. If it happens on Facebook, it will also happen on TikTok. Google is really interesting. And I think long tail keywords on Google are awesome thing to do. And YouTube is really incredible for brand awareness, but it's super, super expensive. So whoever tries to shut down Facebook completely and switch to something else, they weren't very successful.
Okay. At Lebesk, you also offering reporting tools. What, in your opinion, is the most reporting tool that a Shopify merchant, or what kind of report should they look up as the most important tool?
Yeah, I think it's just important to be very, checking data all the time, every day, not more than every day, but you need to see every day what is happening. If you see a big jump in Facebook purchases and it's not reflecting on a big jump on the Shopify store, it means you're, over targeting your existing customers, or you have, you didn't exclude your previous purchases from your campaign. So you just need to look at this data every day to get a sense of basic stuff: Facebook, Google, Shopify, what is the relation between these three channels. So our tool does offer this reporting. So you can open the app every day. You get the weekly newsletters with your performance on Facebook, Google, and Shopify. And I think it's not that it's not important how heavyweight the tool is. It's just important to get used to reporting. Even Excel sheet is good if you just put proper data every day in the Excel sheet. So Facebook data, Google data, but super important, first-time orders, Shopify data.
Yeah, I think a very good tip there, golden nugget, is check your reports every day. I see merchants who are doing that like every 2 weeks, and then I'm wondering the marketing.
And then they panic. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So diving a little bit deeper in your tool, how does the implementation work? So how does it work together with these different platforms and the Shopify store?
Yeah, it's super simple. So our software is available on the Shopify App Store, so you can just install it by clicking Add App button. You have a 2 weeks free trial. And for Facebook and Google, you just connect your account and it automatically pulls the data, and you can see dashboards 2 hours from installing our software. So everything is automatic. It's like 5 minutes installation process. It's just clicking connect account, and that's it.
Okay. Is there any kind of homework that a Shopify merchant needs to do before he comes to you to use Lebesk?
Sorry, there's one more thing. So you can also input your competitors into our app. So what our software does, it analyzes your website, it checks keywords on your website, and it checks other advertisers who compete on these keywords. And it suggests, these advertisers as your competitors because they're, bidding on same keywords, and it starts tracking your competitors too. So that's one thing that we are also doing. We just check what your competitors are doing on all major social networks, because if they found a new channel, new strategy, we will see it and you can start doing that too. But about homework, when you install our software, there's a lot of tutorials on Facebook ads, Google ads, competitors tracking to figure out what to do with this, also with customer lifetime value analysis. So you can just, educate yourself through our videos, but you do need to know some basics of, analytics, dashboards, revenue, and Facebook and Google ads.
Okay, so obviously having a competitor comparison in one tool, that's a massive benefit. I think that will save you a lot of time, because if you do this manually or with other tools, it's just one step more. So if you can get all this information out of one tool, huge benefit. I really like this approach. Now, your app obviously is it for free, or what kind of pricing is built in there?
So you have a 2 weeks free trial. And then pricing is, there is a free plan where you get the automated advertising audit. So we audit daily all of your ad accounts and we tell you what is wrong. So you get that for free, together with some basic dashboard on your Shopify numbers, Facebook numbers, Google and TikTok numbers. And then you have a $29 plan where you can do the customer lifetime value analytics and you can see all of the benchmarks. And you have $79 plan where you also have AI copywriter, you have competitors intelligence, and I think you have forecasts of next 6 months, what's going to happen with your revenue and what's going to happen with ad price on Facebook and Google. So we forecast based on our huge data sets, the ad price for Q4 on Facebook, for example. That's what you can see to better plan marketing, for next quarter or next month or something like that.
Okay. Is there some kind of minimum that a marketer or a merchant needs to spend on these platforms to make your tool worthwhile?
Sorry, we actually have a $9 plan that's only for businesses who are getting started, who has less than 30 orders in 30 days. So really small Shopify store that only is getting started. So they maybe want to test a little bit Facebook. But basically, if you have a $50 ad spent on Facebook, you can get some insights on our app. Did you set up pixel in the right way? What are your benchmarks compared with other stores? And, are you missing some strategy on Facebook or Google or TikTok? So that's what you get for $9, for example.
That seems to be like a good investment, because it saves you a lot of time, and obviously it gives you the safety of knowing that your setup is correct and the right data is coming in. Where can people find more out about Lebesk? Where can they find you?
App is available on Shopify App Store, so you can just Google Lebeg Smarter Marketing. Lebeg is spelled LEBESGUE, something like that. But you can just type Smarter Marketing and you will see our app. You can find us on Shopify App Store, or if you Google, keywords like Facebook ads for Shopify Store, you will probably see our solution. So it's not too hard to find us, even though name is really complicated to spell and pronounce.
For that reason, I will put this in the show links, in the show notes. Then you're just one click away and people don't have to spell it. So the easiest way. Josip, thanks so much. I think this was a lot of good content in there on how to optimize your marketing strategy to get more out of your marketing budget. And I'm convinced that your tool definitely helps with that, specifically then knowing that your setup is correct and also seeing your competitor data, which I really like that feature, to be honest. Cool. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you too.
Hey, Klaus here. Before you go, I would like to invite you to become part of the e-commerce merchant pro community to get actionable advice from other Shopify merchants who already have achieved what you are aiming for. Our community is a safe place to actively grow your online retail business with the support of the most amazing and helpful group of e-commerce entrepreneurs behind you. Running a Shopify business is tough. Don't do it alone. Join us now. You will find the link in the show notes. Also, if you think your online store has conversion or marketing issues and you would like to have a fresh set of eyes on your business, then drop me an email at klaus@klauslauter.com and let me know a little bit about your business. It might be beneficial for you to have me look over your store, offers, emails, and ads and get an unbiased outside perspective and guidance to help you make most of your online business. Thank you as always for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Until next time, and I talk to you soon.